Have you ever heard of a map so controversial, so mind-blowing, that it was supposedly hidden from the public eye? A map that challenges everything we thought we knew about the history of our planet. Today, we're diving deep into the mystery of the Piri Reis map, the so-called forbidden map that some believe shows Antarctica, without its ice cap. So, what is the Piri Reis map? Created in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral and cartographer named Piri Reis, this stunning piece of work is a world map compiled from various older sources. When it was rediscovered in a Turkish palace in 1929, it caused a sensation. It was incredibly detailed for its time, showing parts of the Americas with surprising accuracy. But what truly baffled historians and researchers was the southern portion of the map. It depicted a landmass at the bottom of the globe that looked eerily similar to the coastline of Antarctica. Here's the kicker. Antarctica was officially discovered by modern explorers in 1820, and we only mapped its subglacial coastline, the actual land hidden beneath miles of ice, using advanced radar technology in the mid-20th century. So how could a 16th century admiral possibly draw a continent that hadn't been discovered yet, and not just its icy surface, but the land mass beneath? This is the central mystery that has fueled decades of debate and speculation. The theory, popularized by writers like Charles Hapgood in his book Maps of the Ancient Sea Kings, is that Piri Reis didn't just invent this. Hapgood proposed that Piri Reis based his work on even more ancient source maps created by a lost, highly advanced seafaring civilization that existed thousands of years ago. A civilization that navigated the globe and mapped Antarctica during a much warmer period, long before it was covered in its current ice sheet. Imagine that for a second. An ancient civilization, advanced enough to chart the entire world, whose knowledge was passed down through fragments of maps, eventually ending up in the hands of Piri Reis in Constantinople. It's a story that sounds like it's straight out of an adventure movie. This civilization would have had to exist when the world's climate was drastically different. Geological evidence does suggest that Antarctica wasn't always a frozen wasteland. Millions of years ago, it was a green continent with forests and rivers. But the question is, was it ice-free more recently, within the time frame of human civilization? This is where the mainstream scientific and historical communities pump the brakes. They offer a much more grounded explanation. Most cartographic historians argue that the landmass on the Piri Reis map is not a hyper-accurate depiction of a de-iced Antarctica. Instead, they believe it's a representation of the South American coastline, which was being actively explored at the time. They suggest that the mapmaker, working with limited and distorted information, simply bent the coastline eastward to fit it onto the parchment. Let's look at the evidence. The map has notes written by Piri Reis himself. He explicitly states that he compiled his map from about 20 different charts, including some from Christopher Columbus and other contemporary Portuguese explorers, as well as ancient sources. The Antarctic portion of the map has annotations describing the region as being very hot and full of snakes, which sounds a lot more like the tropical coast of South America than the polar south. This suggests the map is likely a composite, and what looks like Antarctica is probably a distorted representation of Patagonia and Tierra del Fuego. Furthermore, the scale and orientation are not perfect. When cartographers try to overlay the Piri Reis map onto a modern globe, they find that while some areas are surprisingly accurate, others are wildly distorted. The alleged Antarctic coastline doesn't perfectly match the subglacial topography we've mapped with modern tech. There are similarities, yes, but also significant discrepancies. It's more of a close enough to be intriguing situation, rather than a smoking gun proof of ancient supercartographers. So, we have two competing narratives. On one hand, the thrilling idea of a forgotten advanced civilization that mapped an ice-free Antarctica. It's a theory that captures the imagination and speaks to our fascination with lost worlds and hidden knowledge. It's the kind of story that makes you wonder what other secrets our planet's past might hold. The idea of a forbidden map is so appealing because it suggests that the gatekeepers of knowledge might be hiding something from us. On the other hand, we have the more scholarly, less dramatic explanation, that the Piri Reis map is a masterpiece of its time, a brilliant synthesis of the known world in 1513, but one that is still a product of its era, complete with the inevitable errors and misinterpretations that come from stitching together different, often conflicting sources of information. It's not a magical window into the deep past. but rather a fascinating historical document that shows us how the world looked to one of the best informed minds of the early 16th century. But does that make it any less amazing? Absolutely not. Think about it. Pierre Race created this map decades before Mercator, the father of modern cartography. He had access to information that was cutting edge for his time. The map is a testament to the interconnectedness of the world, even back then, showing how knowledge was shared and compiled across cultures and empires. It represents a monumental effort to understand the full scope of our planet in an age of incredible discovery. So, is the Pierre Race map a forbidden chart to a lost world, or a historical marvel of its own right? Maybe the truth is somewhere in between. It doesn't have to be a literal map of an ice-free Antarctica to be mysterious and important. Its true value might lie in the questions it forces us to ask. How did ancient people navigate? What knowledge did they possess? And how much of that knowledge has been lost to time? The map is a beautiful, enigmatic puzzle piece from our shared human story. It reminds us that history isn't always a straight line of progress. There are twists, turns, and forgotten paths. The Pierre Race map is a tantalizing glimpse into one of those paths. Whether you believe it's the work of a lost civilization or the masterpiece of a Renaissance admiral, its ability to spark our curiosity and wonder is undeniable. It's a gateway to discussing our planet's climate history, the age of exploration, and the possibility of lost knowledge. And that's what makes it so enduringly fascinating. It's not just a map of the world, it's a map of the limits of our own knowledge. What do you think? Is it a distorted South America, or a genuine glimpse of an ancient, ice-free Antarctica? Let me know your theories down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this incredible mystery. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more fascinating mysteries from history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious.